Hey girls. You are now listening to the K-Pop Girls podcast. I am Jakara.
And we're sharing mics, guys, but I'm Nina. And we are the K-Pop Girls.
Reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL,
shouty. You feel me?
Technically,
stop it.
It's Duluth.
It ain't no Duluth. It's 18. Duluth. It'll be 18-Teenyville before it's Duluth.
It's 18-Yville. You're right. Never mind. Again, we're sharing a mic, and as you can see, the background is totally different because, like we talked about earlier, we are in 18-Yville, aka Duluth, aka Atlanta. We're here for the Ateez Duluth show. It was so good. We barely have a voice, so we're both sipping on,
Cheers. Yes, we are now on day 2. Before our day 2 show, we're literally getting this out to you guys. Listen, we tried to get some things together. It didn't work out. So we're sharing a mic and we're making it work. We really wanted to talk to you guys just about, different things that are going on, different experiences that we've had at concerts. The do's and don'ts really is what we wanted to get into today. It's concert season. So we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get into different things because we have a lot of amazing artists that are on tour right now.
Going on tour.
Going to go on tour or are on tour, and hopefully we don't know anything official yet, of course, but there are, certain rumors of other people going on tour within next year in the future. So right now you got NCT Dream, Cold. I'm going to see Cold at the end of August.
He's doing a meet and greet with Cold. Sorry. You're okay. She bopped me in my chin. But I'm like, okay, so if you're meeting Cold, you're basically meeting Namjoon, which means that because you are meeting
Baekhyun.
This is about me. I'm just saying, if she meets Cole and then she basically meets Namjoon, then I basically met Namjoon.
Moving on. So I did see a girl in that little shop that we went to when we had the Tanghulu. She had an IU shirt on.
OMG.
Yes, I feel like she might have. Has she already been on tour here?
She's already been here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so she had the IU shirt, and then Everglow, you got the boys, Card, Vivis. Yes. So it's we got a lot of things moving. And then outside of K-pop, you got Justin Timberlake, Nicki Minaj, Kaytranada, Megan Thee Stallion. So amazing people that, we all want to have the opportunity to see and just experience their light on the stage. But that being said, what was your first concert?
My very first concert, I was really young. So it had to be like Bow Wow or Lil Romeo for like the Scream tour. Really? Okay. So yeah. That had to be one of my very first concerts. I can't remember which one it was though. Do you remember?
It was Bow Wow and Lil Romeo.
It was both of them?
I think so.
Oh.
What was your most recent one?
Well, Ateez. But before Ateez, which was literally last night, I think our most recent was Beyonce.
Yeah. Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
I think we saw Renaissance was the last show before Ateez.
Yeah, that's true because I remember telling my mom, I'm like, okay, this is it for a little while. And
just lying.
Well, for a little while, that was over.
You right.
Over a year. We went in what, August? The end of August or?
Yeah, that was the end of August.
So not over a year, but right up on a year.
But you know what we did? We went to a few last year, so I think that's why.
We're like, girl, listen, we trying, okay? So the amount of concerts that we went to last year, we did with just Ateez, because we did Ateez 2 days.
Yeah, so last night and today, but yeah, last year we did.
Oh, and then we did Larry June.
Oh my gosh, we did go to Larry June.
Yeah, she don't really listen to Larry June. Larry June was more so for me, and I dragged her. But
She really did.
it was still like. Did you enjoy yourself?
I was just chilling. I was watching you enjoy yourself. Okay, it was Atlanta too, wasn't it? Yeah,
That was when we went to Twice.
it was the night before we saw Twice.
Yeah, I just so happened to look at Ticketmaster to see what shows were going on at the time. I try to do that if I know I have some extra time and I know I'm not doing anything. So I definitely couldn't do that for this trip. But yeah, we were able to go and grab that ticket. It was a pretty affordable ticket, and I had seen Larry June before. I saw him in Miami, but I wanted to see him again. And it was a great time. I had a really good time. We had a lot of fun. What are all the concerts you've been to?
I've been to a few, child, and I haven't been to that many K-pop concerts. Like for K-pop, it's only been twice. Ateez now, and I guess Jackson is kind of like K-pop adjacent. I've seen Beyonce 3 times. I've been to Mary J. I've seen Charlie Wilson. I've seen Fantasia. How about you?
I went to a festival. Actually, here in Atlanta, I went to Afropunk.
I've always wanted to go, but I'm not a festival girl, so don't.
No, yeah, you know what? As I get older, I'm starting to realize that festivals is just not going to be for me because I can barely do Ateez soundcheck and VIP and all that stuff. Yeah. I sure can't do the whole full day outside in the sun. No, I can't do it unless I get like some really good tickets and I can sit down somewhere and have some good seats. People do that. They do have that. It's a lot of money.
If you go to like the old head shows, you can get some seats.
You can get seats at these festivals. You just have to have a lot of money. Okay, you that's just what that is. You got to have a lot of money, and I ain't got that type of money, so I ain't gonna be going. I saw NERD, the internet. I saw Rico Nasty. I think that was pretty much it. Rico Nasty? Mm-hmm. That was 2018. Literally a few months after that, I came right back to Atlanta to see the internet in concert. They were at that same venue that we saw Larry June at. It was so good. Oh my gosh. I still have the videos. Steve Lacy, just so fun.
Tickets gonna be even more pricey.
Oh, they're going to be crazy now. Oh, they're going to be outrageous. I mean, they haven't put out an album in I don't know how long. Yeah. And so, I mean, I'm really excited to hear what they make because I know they've all been working on their different things with different artists all over the globe. So I'm really excited to hear what it comes out to. That was the internet. And then I saw this group called Purity Ring. And Purity Ring is like it's kind of like a indie electronic vibe. I don't really know. Yeah.
It's either that or a Christian band. I'm kidding. You could have went either way. Ooh, I know who I did see. I saw Ariana. That was my first like floor seat. Yeah. It was right before COVID. Literally, it was in December of 2019, and I had the time of my life. And that was the first time I sat on the floor. Yeah, so that was a good. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going to an Ariana concert. So then after Purity Ring, I know I did. It is funny. She would not like Purity Ring. It's definitely not her vibe for sure. I didn't go to concerts for a while after that because I think that was like right before COVID happened. The first concert that I went to when I got back, I think was City Girls. And girl, I know a total left turn.
I do remember you posting the videos. Like, was it right before we met or when we followed up with each other? I remember you posting the videos. It was like 2021. Gotcha. But we weren't close like yet. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I saw the City Girls. I saw Kodak Black, but I wasn't really interested in Kodak Black. And then I saw Future. And
I didn't go to concert though.
It was like it was kind of like a mini festival.
I saw him at FAMU's homecoming like years ago.
And that's interesting because when I went to go see him, I was in Miami because my brother was playing football for FAMU. So that was that weekend.
Oh, I didn't even know your brother played for FAMU. Yeah. That's cool. Is your brother fun? What's your brother's name? We ain't never talked about your brother before. I'm kidding. I don't want to be with your brother. Sorry. I mean, wouldn't you love to be related to me, though? I'm so kidding. Serious. I don't want an athlete no more.
Moving on.
We were talking about like our concerts and stuff because we think that means we have a little experience, right? Yeah. Especially after doing this concert last night or yesterday. It was all day, y'all. All day. Okay. After that concert and after doing Jackson's concert, I feel like we could really like help y'all and tell y'all what the do's and don'ts and the tips and give y'all some good tips or whatever for the show.
Absolutely, yeah. Because not only that, but we've just kind of like doing a lot of people watching. Like when we're at these concerts. So it's just like we just notice things and we're like, we can do without, you could do without doing that. And so just want to run down a few things. So when it comes to K-pop, like you said, the same concerts that she's been to, I've been to. We really only had to do a lengthy time with waiting and getting stuff together for Jackson and for Ateez. Those are the two concerts that we felt like took a lot out of us. Jackson, though, in hindsight, when we first did Jackson, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, I felt like we were like, this is just too much. Like, they're not organized. They don't have anything together.
I think the thing that really with Jackson, and we love Jackson, so I'm not putting this on Jackson at all. But like they were honoring fan lines. I really don't like fan lines, y'all. And maybe that's just my thing, or I don't think Jakara likes fan lines either. So we got there about 6 a.m. or whatever, and the line was already kind of long. And then it was really stressful. I genuinely, Jakara has a different, I think, POV for that concert, actually, because I barely enjoyed myself at the actual concert. Like, I enjoyed seeing Jackson, of course, but like my anxiety was through the roof, like the whole show. Like at the show, when they let us in the building finally, they had us hold the rope. I think I have a video. I wish I could insert the video. And we held a rope to like go towards the stage or whatever. Everyone, like every single row, we was holding ropes, and like so they had us so squished in because the venue was too small for all the people on the floor. So we were literally squished in like sardines to where you couldn't even raise your hand like to dance or anything. And so I don't like crowds like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't like not being able to move. Plus I had to pee and everything. I thought I was gonna fall out. Like I just really couldn't. It wasn't a good experience for me. I think for my first VIP floor experience. Ateez was also stressful, but like I feel like I was able to dance and move and I went to use the restroom after sound check. So it was a little smoother, and they didn't honor the fan lines. So I know some people were mad about that because they was camping, but I wasn't personally.
I felt like with Jackson, at the time, I felt like it was like they didn't really have it together. But when I come in and thinking about what we had to do yesterday with Ateez, they didn't have it together.
Yeah, I would definitely say Ateez was more, not Ateez, but South. The Gas South Arena.
We were at Barclays for Jackson. We were at Gas South for Ateez.
Yeah. And so Gas South really weren't prepared. They weren't prepared for that crowd. Like, it's 900 people in VIP, and you don't have it together. Like, it was so unorganized, and it made us look like dang, I guess Jackson had it way. Right. I was like, I guess it wasn't that bad. Yeah. So yeah.
So we left here. Our hotel is about 7 minutes from the venue. When we pulled in, there were people camping out on the front lawn, on the on the sidewalk, on the curb, basically. So they couldn't be on the premises. Because they couldn't be on the premises, so they had to pretty much be closed in down on the curb. and like not on the street, but if they moved a little bit too much, they would have been on the street. Got up to the thing. They told us, well, you know, they were here at 2 a.m., which if you read the email said there's no camping, no fan lines. People were already camping that morning at 2 a.m. and taking numbers. They had the audacity to get mad when people weren't trying to adhere to whatever they had going on. So it was very frustrating because, you know, you had people walking around the venue the entire time just trying to scope out the place to see when things were going to start moving and, you know, when things were going to get crazy. Then the people who worked there started stepping in, but they didn't know what to do. They clearly didn't know the security and stuff. They did not know how to handle this crowd of people. They didn't know how to, like, where to put us, what to do with us. We were all kind of like sitting in the parking lot literally across the street from the venue. It's all one big thing, but we were like right there by the gate.
Venue parking.
Yeah.
We weren't supposed to be there. Well, technically we were.
We were. It was okay.
They were making people who were standing around like move, but we was in our part. We were parked right there, not too far, and they ain't say nothing. So we was just like, you know, the
thing is that the crowd that was sitting on the curb, they all started marching up the street.
But it's funny because you still have people coming from other places, so it doesn't.
It was
sense.
That's true. So you had the people who was marching up the street,
holding hands.
They was arm in arm, linked together. They was piled down. They was not playing with nobody.
You know what? I don't want to be offensive because some people really do like the camping for concerts thing, and if that's your thing, girl, do you, girl. But that's just not for us. And I feel like it's kind of a slap in the face to all fans when they say they're not doing fan lines. I feel like it's just not fair. If you go just get there a little early like everybody else. We got there like 3-4 hours early. Yeah. Just do that. You ain't got to camp out or nothing. Like and plus you need to go shower. Like, I'm so sorry, but like, you don't want to stink around your around your bias. I don't want Mingy like, dang, them Americans who stink. I don't want I'm sorry, but I'm so serious. Like, I do not want them to be thinking we all stink or something. Like, go shower. It's okay. Like, you gonna see them. This concert is important, but I swear self-care and taking care of your odor and all this stuff is even more important, y'all.
That's the number one.
Oh, that's a do.
That's a don't. Do not. I understand how excited we all are, especially if you pay money to be VIP, whether it's VIP 1, VIP 2, to be as close as you would like to be. We get it, trust me. However, it is never worth your hygiene. Okay? No. Get there a little bit early. You're gonna be there all day. And then once you're done, you still have to go back to the hotel. Like, get your wristband and leave. It's okay. You don't need to stick around. Most of the time, I mean, fortunately they gave us numbers, so with the wristband, so you can leave and come back. And honestly, we came back pretty too soon, in my opinion. The only reason why we came back early is because we had some other things that we had to do while we were there. But if it were up to us, we would have got there a little bit later, like closer to right before they started taking people in, because they had numbers on the wristbands, and you would have still had to stand in line to wait for them to get those people back inside the venue. So I highly, highly suggest that you get yourself together, get there 3, maybe even 4 hours before, and then scope the place out, see what's going on. Then whenever they get ready to line up, then you line up.
I would scope, if you have the ability to scope out the place or go to the venue, to just look around and map out everything the day before. We've done that pretty much every time, like, just so you know where you're going, how to get there, how to get back to your hotel, and just figure out where your gates are and stuff, like, so I think that'll be helpful as well.
I totally agree, because you don't want to be trying to figure stuff out the day of, because that's just going to take up more time for you to get to the venue and figure all that stuff out. Also, make friends with the security guards and stuff. Like, yes. I don't care how annoying they are and how much they may piss you off. Like, talk to the security guards. Be fake with the security guards, because they're going to help you out. We were able to figure out, a couple of things that made our situation a lot easier as far as parking and all this stuff. But just because now the same guy that we was talking to, he had pissed me off when he was trying to get the crowd together and he was getting everybody out the parking lot.
He really ain't know what they were so unorganized, and he said he had just got there at 10:00. So I feel like he just walked into something. It's like, whoa, that's why I think that was. So
that probably was it, but he still, I did get mad, but he was my friend by the time we left. So as far as getting inside, once you've gotten inside the venue and you get to your area, specifically for our VIP 1s and 2s people, I think sometimes the lines tripped me up a little bit, making me think that there was a lot more people in front of us. Because once we got inside the venue, I was really shocked at how close we were.
Our friends, Sakina, shout out to Sakina. She was number like 42-ish or something. She was in the 40s and she had VIP 1, and I was 279, but her head right here, my head right here, like, so
we were literally right next to each other. We were all by each other, which was great. I think that was like really awesome. But I think the thing is that could stress you out is the unorganization. They were trying to be organized.
They got it. They was trying to get it. It was better. It was better in the afternoon than it was in the morning. Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. They had your little
Namjoon Jr. When I say this man was so fun, he was scrump Julioshis. I'm kidding.
Sir, I don't know who you are, and maybe you'll be here today at the venue today, but
we look like we stressed him out though, so he might not be. I'm kidding. He probably gonna be there.
He was nice to me.
He was nice to me too. I'm just saying, that's a lot. Handling crowds is a lot. Like,
I think he knew that when he signed up for this job, and I think that he got that shows his good personality.
Hey, babe, we'll see you. We might see you.
Now that's your babe.
Yes, I be seeing. You saw he asked for my wristband. Like, what number are you? He could have asked anybody else around me for their number, but he asked what my number was. 279.
He did ask somebody else what they.
Okay, but they were way up there. I'm talking about in our section. In our section.
We need to get her mic, because the way she grabbing my head.
Sorry. I'm about to break your wrist. It's kind of fun though. I don't know. I like this. I like it. I don't want Mom or Granny, if y'all listen to this, I am not boy crazy, okay? I'm sorry. I have good eyes. Okay, I really don't have good eyes, but I have like eyes.
I think we both do, because we were scoping out a few things.
We were scoping the secrets. Yeah, to scope the secret. Y'all,
ain't got nothing.
And we probably know, I don't want to no, let me not come on here.
Yeah, this is a different conversation for a different time. When you get to your area, I think it's best to just breathe, okay? Do a good, calm breath exercise while you're standing there.
When they let you in that venue, do not go to the restroom right there unless you got somebody else that's going to go hold your spot. Go get your spot first and stay there until maybe after sound check.
And make friends while you're there, so that when you leave, they will hold your spot for you. And communicate with the people around you. If you're going to leave, be like, hey, y'all, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Is it okay if I come back? Like, they will be okay with that.
I would like to shout out K-pop stans, because I feel like the environment is genuinely like very welcoming and positive, and like everyone just wants to be friends, and like we're like, oh my gosh, we're all here with people who connect on the same thing. So you shouldn't struggle. Just like she said, communicate and make friends. And do bring freebies. That's a good way to make friends too. Bring freebies.
Do bring freebies. That is a great way to make connections. You should probably take a ibuprofen or Advil before you get to the venue, so that your feet don't start killing you.
And eat too.
Drink a crap ton of water and try to use the bathroom before you get there. If you have like an electrolyte pack, or like, you know, you have some electrolyte fluid that you can take it.
I always take liquid IV. Like I would recommend liquid IV,
especially while you're in the heat during the summer, because people were literally dropping like flies around us. Yeah,
I saw about 3 to 5 people in wheelchairs this morning, like just waiting to be let in or to get their wristbands. Yeah.
And that's the thing that we, you know, as far as the venue goes, there needs to be a lot more attention to the fans on the venue side. I felt like they did not care.
That's what I'm about to say. They don't care.
They don't care. I genuinely felt like they could have cared less about the people who were lining up outside in the heat. You had people who were walking around with blowhorns talking about hydrate, 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 and it wasn't until somebody passed out that they brought us out some free water. I mean, they had fans set up for the employees that were sitting up there in the shade.
That's good. You should have fans for your employees.
However, they were sitting by the doors that was
air conditioning was
turbo air conditioner blasting out on them, and they had fans for them, but they didn't have and they were covered up in the shade, but they didn't have no shading, no fans, no nothing for these people that were out here in the heat. So I just would like to see venues care more about their fans, and I feel like maybe it has to come from the not the artist, but more so the label. It has to come from the CEO of the label. Yeah, to be like, listen, we need to have this set up this way, because we cannot have these people sitting outside in the heat, and they, you know, people are actually like, even if you drink water, sometimes that's not enough. You know, you never know what people have going on. So
they could literally give out, like, I know Keena brought granola bars for all of us, but I'm like, they could, I know it's gonna cost money or whatever, but I feel like, you know, venues are so money hungry, but I'm like, if you could literally just have a stack or have some granola bars to give people, you know what I'm saying, so people don't have empty stomachs or whatever. And I know, I guess it's our choice to be out there, but like, I don't know, just act like you care about something. Just pretend something. They don't. It's America especially is just very business driven and money driven. So I don't expect any of that to change, honestly. And maybe if it was our venue, we would think differently. Like, girl, we can't afford that. But that's something we would like to see change. But yeah, so
absolutely
make sure you look out for yourself, girl. Pack some snacks, maybe, because honestly we were so excited we didn't want like a full meal. Like, we messed over our Chick-fil-A that we ordered, but like, you need to at least have a granola bar, water for sure, and like she said, the electrolyte packs or something like that.
And definitely invest in a really nice fan. Do not be cheaping out on the fans. You need a good fan. Get a good fan that you know is gonna, you know, hold up the whole day and during the concert. If you need to get 2 of them, get 2 of them and make sure they charge.
Bring a portable charger. We were lucky enough to actually get portable chargers with our VIP package, which Ateez has the best VIP package I've ever seen.
Hands down, best VIP package.
Yeah. But just like she said, bring your chargers and stuff. Bring that charger pack, and even for your phone, make sure it's fully charged. I will keep it on low battery mode. I don't know how that works on Androids, but I know iPhones you can change it to the low battery mode.
Also, if you know you're gonna have to be lining up during the day a lot, like I know we have general and we have seats today, so we won't have to be in the sun for too long. We don't have to be out there as long as we had to do yesterday. But if you know you're gonna have to be outside and it's the heat, I would bring some sunscreen. You need to have sunscreen that you need to reapply for. You need to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours. Also, if you want to, like, you know, I would get a really nice, you know, SPF for your face, skin tint, whatever the deal may be. Get you some of that, because you are going to be in the sun. Like, it's going to affect you. We had so many people. Yeah. You had so many people who were sunburnt out there. Like, I was like, good grief. I felt bad for those people because, and maybe they did have sunscreen. They just didn't reapply. I don't know. But also, don't wear perfume when you go out there.
with the perfume and like very strong fragrant lotions and stuff, it attracts bugs, bees, wasps, all of that. So yeah, we saw a lot of bees sitting on people's heads and stuff while we were out there. And back to the sunscreen, my black K-pop fans, black girls, black boys, just because you're black does not mean that you don't need SPF sunscreen. Please, you can sunburn too. So yeah, please wear sunscreen if you're gonna be out there.
Absolutely. That is a everyday thing. Besides the concert, you need to be wearing SPF in general. They have amazing foundations and skin tints with SPF in it. I yesterday I had I spent some money now, y'all. I spent a little bit of money and I bought me some really good foundation. I bought the Dior 24-hour waterproof foundation, whatever it's called. It also has SPF in it. And it's waterproof, so you're not sweating, and it lasts all day. I didn't wear it all day, but I wore it for a pretty long time, and it lasts. It's really good. So get you some good stuff and really use it, and you'll love it. It'll be good for you. It's not that big of a deal, I promise. And then for your arms and your body, I would get a spray on one. They have the Black Girl sunscreen spray. Spray your whole body with it and try to do it every 2 hours if you're out there for that long. Another thing that I wanted to do, so a lot of the times for K-pop concerts, they will, have the merch line and all that stuff. So I wish that I would have paid more attention to whatever official app that, that the artist has. For my case, it was Talk for Ateez. Because they had the opportunity for us to purchase like certain items before before the concert had even started. You could have purchased items and then go pick them up, and I didn't do that. I wish I would have purchased those items then, and then I could have just popped up and picked them up and then went out the door. Merch lines are crazy. And then they also just wasn't organized with getting the merch together. They took forever to get the merch together.
An hour after it was supposed to be up.
They took forever to get the merch together, and then there were some situations with sizing and all this stuff. Listen, girl, you don't got time for that. Go online. Make sure you keep an eye on everything. Keep your notifications on they have, Ateez, they have the Ateez staff page that I have their notifications on for. They have KQ Entertainment that I have their notifications on for. They have the actual Ateez official page that I have their notifications on for. And then I also have the Talk app. I keep my notifications on my phone on for that too. So that is really important, making sure that you're paying attention to social media, everything, all the information surrounding the tour and all that stuff, because you never know what you're going to be missing out on and what type of, what could be going on that you need to know.
If you have a friend at the concert with you, you can stand in line to get your wristbands, or it probably won't move that fast anyway, and somebody else can go to the merch line and hold that spot, or you can hold the spot in the wristband line, and somebody else can go hold the spot in the merch line. Or when y'all get in the venue, if somebody else want to go that way, you go that way. Y'all can double team like that. If it's just you, girl, make some friends be like, hey, can you get this for me? Or you might have to wait to the end of the show, which is going to be a long line, but you won't have nowhere to go. You know what I mean? You won't have nothing to be at usually.
If you're by yourself, there were a couple people that I saw that were by themselves, and they were sweet. They had freebies. Like, if you're by yourself, I would say make some freebies, because that's the best way to be like, hey, I wanted to give you this freebie. I am here by myself, so I really do appreciate you guys being here and being around me and being able to, experience this moment with you all. So thank you, that type of stuff. I was going to go to a concert by myself. It did get canceled. I really want to go to a concert by myself too. I feel like I would have a good time, because I like to be by myself a lot. So I'm used to that. I'm used to being able
to, but she just, She won't leave me alone, y'all.
You see?
I'm kidding. But it is on my bucket list to go to a concert by myself too. But I'm sorry. Love you.
I can't leave her alone, but she's the one who's bothering me. I love you. So yeah, I really was supposed to go to a concert by myself. I was looking forward to it. It ended up not happening. I was talking about Camp LA.
No,
we'll need to rehash that.
Don't go down this road. My girl was so hurt, y'all. I felt personally bad. Well, that'll be another episode because that's a full story. Like, yeah.
I was supposed to do the recap for that, and I was like, I just can't do it.
She couldn't. Yeah,
I can't do it.
Recap. It was that.
I was that
the ticket for the next day, and she was like, "F that." Like,
I'm going home. But yeah, so I highly recommend that you guys just whenever you're by yourself, and even if you're a little bit shy, it's an
icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially people get so excited getting photo cards. So if you got like fan made photo cards or
keychains, candy,
people were giving out car decals, like
stickers, anything. They don't care. The fact that you took the time to make anything and you're giving it to them, that is a part of the experience of going to these concerts and making those memories and making people feel good. That is the best thing.
It's like back in like elementary school when somebody used to bring cupcakes or something. Yeah, it's like that same vibe. So
it's almost better because you're like an adult and you're like, oh, I'm gonna make these stuff, man. I did all this together for y'all. So yeah, I highly recommend doing that. It's even if you're a little bit shy, just try your best to put yourself out there. I promise you it will be so rewarding. It really will.
If you wanted to go down a quick list of things you would bring, what would you bring to a concert?
Okay, yeah, fans. I would bring lip gloss because you're going to always need to keep the lip gloss. You never know. Like, you want to make sure you're pretty for your boys, okay? And
or girls.
Your girls too. But for VIP, you're going to need more things than you would for if you had a seat, don't you think? Yeah. So, even
if you don't have VIP, I'm a clear bag advocate, especially even if the venue doesn't say clear bag. Like, because I've been turned around. Like, literally, I went to a Beyonce concert, walked like miles to get from the parking lot to the concert, and they turned my behind around and said, nope, you don't have a clear bag. So I was like, I'm like kind of traumatized. So I just believe in bringing clear bags to venues.
Well, yeah, if you're going to bring a bag, let it always be clear. Don't bring anything else other than a clear bag.
Cute clear bags too.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Like, you can find really cute clear bags on Amazon. Very easy, cheap, and affordable. Earplugs. I
wish I had some last night.
Not for the music.
It was the screaming. Jakara and this other girl in my other ear. Oh my! You wasn't that bad. Only when you was like, "That's my man. That's my man."
Who was I talking about?
I know he heard her. We was that close.
I really think he heard me. I really feel like he was trying not to laugh.
That's my man. That's my man.
I was looking at the video and he had his head down like this, and I was like, he heard me.
You couldn't hear nobody else in the venue. Like, it was quiet. Everyone else is focused on this man about to give the performance of his life, and how you hear, that's my man. Like, girl,
I bet you he knows.
I had to cover my eyes. Like, I do not know her. But the girl, I know girl. She was Son biased. So anytime Son was around, oh my God, she was screaming up a storm. I said, I don't know how her lungs do, or not lungs. I don't know how vocal cords do that. Because, like, oh my gosh.
You also need to be able to, like I was telling you, breathe. You need patience. Now, it don't necessarily have to be drugs. I don't know what you're into.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. But you are grown. You do whatever you do. Whatever. But you need to be relaxed whenever you get into the venue. Be relaxed, because you're gonna get stressed out. People are gonna get on your nerves. Now, when you get to the venue, don't have nothing. I don't want no vapes. I don't want no cigarettes. I don't want no weed. I don't want no nothing. Don't bring that to no venue.
It's very inconsiderate for other guests, y'all. Like, I feel like you can just go to your car real quick, or just take a step away from the lines. Like, you got a number now. But at that time when people started smoking, they had numbers, and I'm like,
we were all standing there. We had nowhere to, like, we had to stand there. I mean, we could leave, but we weren't going to leave. So we just had to stand there while people were smoking cigarettes, and we're like,
You don't know who has some kind of like respiratory, or you know what I'm saying? So like you never know. So I feel like you should be a lot more considerate. And I understand that some people need to smoke to relax or whatever, but just I feel like be more considerate. Step away. Maybe I might give you a little pass if you got like a watermelon vape and it smell like watermelon, but don't blow it in my face. All right. Because I'm gonna go on a rant.
No, I'm telling you, but all of that stuff, you do not need to bring that stuff with you. Leave it at home. If you can't, if you can't go a couple hours without smoking, you have a bigger problem.
We might piss some people off with this little section, but
I'm sorry. You might need to get mad. Listen, if you can't go a couple hours without smoking, you need to figure that out, okay? Don't bring it to the venue because it's not fair to everybody else to sit around and be around you while you smoke your cigarettes, girl.
Especially luckily I didn't smell nothing inside the venue, but I know I've been to a lot of concerts where they're just smoking up a storm inside the place, and I just hate that so much.
Comfortable shoes, waterproof makeup, SPF, I make sure you have your IDs. Extra.
Most of them take credit cards, so I would still bring cash. But most of it, like the venue was at last night, it was just strictly cards.
No Apple Pay, cards. Bring your cards. I mean, you probably can get away with it, but I wouldn't chance it. Yeah. Your light stick. Get your light sticks together before you get there, and if you feel like you're having a problem, like, check your light sticks before, because we did have an issue with light sticks, and then fortunately, I mean, hers did start working.
Jesus is real. That's all I gotta say, y'all, because it was a struggle, y'all. My light stick, I didn't check it before. I took the batteries out a long time ago because they say that if you leave the batteries in, they will rust, like the inside of the springs and stuff. And so I didn't check that. I didn't have batteries in there, but the thing was still rusted, so I just kept rubbing it and blowing on it, and I finally was able to get it together. So check your light sticks and bring extra batteries as well.
Another thing is like I said about having patience, because people are going to be around you if you're on the floor that are going to want their YN moment. Listen, just let it be, okay? Everybody, it doesn't matter. Just try to push it, let it go, because we're all here and everybody wants that moment. And it is what it is. As long as they're not rude and they're not disrespectful or pushing you or anything, like, it's okay. Also, if you're in an area where you want to be somewhere, like if you want to have a certain view and you want to be in between someone, just ask them. Just be like, hey, is it okay if I stand right here in between the two of you? If you see a space and you want that space, don't just push your way up into that space. Try to be respectful. Ask those people that are around you if you could be in that space. More than likely, they will allow you to be there if you're nice and respectful to them. I've done that multiple times for multiple shows. People are usually really nice about that. You just have to be, respectful.
I'm sorry. I have advice for the short girls. Like, you might want to wear a little platform. I know your feet I know she said comfortable shoes, but the girls who are like 4'11" and like 5'3", like that range, y'all might want to get a little platform, even if it's like a van platform or something, because I really felt bad for the girls next to us. Like, you have people who are like taller than you, so it's really hard for you to see on that floor.
For sure. And it's tough because you really can't control that. It ain't nothing you could do about it. Yeah. It's your God-given height and it's their God-given height. So, the only thing you can do is just try to, you short. You could try and like, cheat the system and get your platform, or wiggle your way up in there somewhere or whatever. But
with the platforms, get you some insoles.
For sure. Everybody needs to have insoles. Whatever you're doing. I mean, I had insoles on last night and I felt like my feet went numb. They still might hurt, but it might not be as bad the next day. I feel like that was the only thing. My feet hurt that night. But once I got home and I got the shoes off and I relaxed, I was like, my feet, like even today, my feet don't hurt. So I think that's the difference in the insoles. Like, you're not going to have continuous pain throughout, like, from the next day.
Next thing I would say for dealing with crowds and pushing, luckily it wasn't much pushing, I believe, at our show. But I would maybe study a crowd safety video right before you go to the concert. That's my advice, like how to handle crowds and pushing, because it can be dangerous.
And guys, when you're at these concerts, you don't have to record everything. Like, be in the moment. And I think that that's like really important. I would think that the artists would appreciate seeing you guys being more in the moment and dancing and interacting with them. The phones, right. I mean, when they're performing far away up on the stage, it's like, it's hard, I know, and especially if they're right in front of you, it's super hard. But have those moments with them where you're giving eye contact and you're looking at them and you're waving at them and you're like, smiling, and they love that. They want to see your faces. They want to see you guys engage with them. So try your best. I know it's tough. I know you know when you see them, you're like, oh my God, this is just stunning. I want to have this moment forever. You can't, like, record, of course, but, like, don't do it the entire time. Try your best to just be. And that's why I feel like us having day 1 and day 2 tickets was the best, because we were like, okay, we don't necessarily have to do all of that, because we're gonna see it again tomorrow. I mean, when they're up close, right up on us, I felt like we tend to record it a little bit more, because we're like, we're never gonna be this close. Yeah, right. But I still tried to my best to like she got more footage than I did, and I'm very thankful for her, because I really didn't get.
Trying my best not to record.
Yeah,
but it is.
No, I mean, when they were right up front of us, she got more of that than I did, because it was like moments where someone was like right up on me and I didn't get it, and I was like, I'm okay with that.
You know what's crazy? I was trying to I'm looking at them and I'm recording with this hand, like trying to like take it in and record at the same time, but it's still distracting. So like, try to take it in, girl. Like, even tonight, I'm thinking about like literally I might not record as much, like, and just watch the show. Like I feel like I didn't even watch the videos that were playing and stuff, because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot. It's a lot going on. You got the screaming, you got the people around you, your senses are going to be going all over the place. Smells, the smoke is everywhere. Smoke is something, I don't know why, the smoke from the stage. The smoke is something that just, I don't know what that is. It makes me uncomfortable. Like, I sometimes I just don't like the smoke. And so, okay.
It's suffocating.
It's not it's just even seeing it. I just don't like seeing it. It just makes me uncomfortable. So, certain things that, may not bother other people, bother you. Just try your best. That's why I said, just be calm and try your best to do something that's relaxing, whether it's taking a nap, drinking a nice calming cup of tea, or, whatever you do to relax, yoga, whatever, do some breathing exercises while you're standing there. Like,
that's what I was doing at Jackson. I was like breathing.
Yeah.
And just talking to myself.
When we were lining up and getting ready to get checked in for, get our wristbands, that's when I had to really do a lot of breathing, because the way that people were all lined up, I was terrified that there was just going to be a complete stampede. So bad, and I was just really scared. So I really had to do some breathing work myself, because I was stressing out. But, sometimes when you get in a venue, it can be a little bit worse. So just try your best to relax. Okay, so listen, with being on the stage and being in seats, right? Or being on the floor. Being on stage, child.
I was on stage. I don't know about y'all, but I was on stage.
Listen. At this point, that's what it felt, right? I was cracking up there. I was, whatever his name is, the little thing. Girl.
I was everything.
I was everything. We was into every single thing that was on that stage. Even the background dancers, girl. We was like...
I was on stage. I had my little curly perm, too. Like...
And we were dancing. Our whole section was lit. Like, we had a good time. We did.
I guess most of it was our group, but like...
No, but the people who were around us was dancing and jumping, and I think it was like, Yo Song was having a good time with us over. He had the
song, and really, they kept coming back to our section. I was like, oh, they love this little side. I was like, hey, I see you. But Yo Song looks unreal.
Unreal. When I say like somebody drew this man and copied him and put him on this earth.
Like Fat Albert came out the camera for the movie. I feel like he just came out of a TV. Like
Yo Song is unreal. He is stunning and he's super sweet. He was always like he was just dancing and having a good time and smiling and laughing. He had a great time.
Tell them all your reactions to everybody, like seeing them physically. We'll go to, you can go one by one, each member real quick.
Okay, Hongjoong just really like his presence is unreal. Like you get every side with him, and it's just like it's really interesting to see like how he can kind of like control things, and he, you know, on his presence on stage is just it's crazy. Like I could not keep my eyes off of him because he just like he's a performer.
Like he's in the back, right? And he's doing his dance, but he's still making sure he's giving face to every side, to the fans. He's not looking at no camera or nothing. And I know some artists, they get lost or they lose their face when they're in the back performing, but not him. So, and like she said, he has a great stage energy. He has great feminine and masculine energy, and he has balanced it to a point where it's just so powerful. He was giving Prince to me on the stage, especially with the guitar part.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. When he does have like that balance of energies that is a special. Not everybody can do that, babes. Where you can give both, like that's at the same time, like. Like that will drive you insane. Do you hear me?
Like, we all have feminine energy and we all have dominant energy, and we step into those energies at different times. Right. But this man knows how to do it simultaneously.
Yeah. So okay, Sungwa was just
that's an entertainer.
An entertainer. I feel like he just puts everything out on the stage. Like he performs through his fingertips. He can act his butt off. The same thing for Hongjoong. They all can act. But like Hongjoong really blew me away. Sungwa really blew me away. Yuno really blew me away with the acting. So Sungwa, Yuno was dancing his behind off. So Sungwa just, you know, he dances with everything in his body, and his facial expressions is really what does it for me. Like, you know, the way he moves, like I was switching between him and Hongjoong a lot with watching them. He's just really amazing. You know, just the brightest spirit. Love the dancing. His energy is so just like Boy Next Door.
Yes, every time he came over to our section, it was just like it lit up. Like I don't know, he has that kind of like energy.
He has a beautiful smile. Like his smile just was like, you know.
Like no, he's definitely a light. Like he's so talented. I love every time we have center, you know, because like he just be eating. Like that's why he be in the center for almost every dance break. Yeah. You know, it's centered. Like he is so good. And like I said, I just always loved when he came to our side.
I look forward to seeing more from him though in the future.
People sleep on his voice. That man sounds very good, especially live.
All of their mics were on. Okay, don't play with them. Come correct when you talk about Ateez. So Yo Song was just.
That's a beautiful man. Like he looks like, I don't want to say anime character, but he looks like an animation in every like a good sense. Like yeah, he's a beautiful man. He was killing the dance moves too. I feel like people sleep on his dancing as well. Like he was really taking his moment and like having fun, and like he had like a good, what I say, stage, like a stage confidence, like on stage, like that I didn't expect from him, because I know he's more quiet and stand backish, but like he was actually like, you know, scream my name, like, you know, this face card is mean, so you better get into it. Yeah, no, Yo Song was amazing. I really enjoyed watching him have a good time. That was my thing. I really enjoyed watching them have fun. You can just tell that they enjoy their job, like, and that is super important. I know your friend Siete, she definitely talks about that in one of her YouTube or her Instagram videos about watching performers that enjoy performing. That is super important, and that is what makes a good show, because they're not just doing it for you as the person that's in the crowd, but they're doing it because they love it, and that's like they're it makes a huge difference. Trust me. I can literally spot the difference when I'm watching certain things. I'm like, yeah. You literally can't tell they're tired. I feel like soundcheck, I could tell they were like, you know, because we're on tour. Like, tour is draining. Like, and I'm like, you could tell they were tired, but they was just, you know, we got to do this. But that show,
once the show started, a whole switch up.
They first time on stage, like, in a good way. Like, they got all the energy. So,
Son tried to snatch me up, girl.
Oh, he done did it. And that's why I say I'm OT8. Like, I can't pick. Like, I don't have a bias. I love them all equally. Like, I don't. Son, he was coming when he came to our section. You could see his little dimple.
Oh my God, he's so
his face is
handsome.
Like, his face is like, I don't know if I've seen a face that perfect before. Like, on a man. Like, because the girls, you know, the girls gonna do it every time. But, like, I was like, wow, he has a beautiful face. Like, I don't know.
I really felt like they were all just, like, gorgeous. Like, Jungho, I just wanted to, like... He looked like a little teddy bear. Voice. Oh, that voice. I was about to cry for everything. Like, girl, that... He did that for real. Like, I feel like... He has so many amazing vocal moments. Like, every time he the whole show, every time he sang, but like, you need to hear everything live. Like, I feel
like his voice, because you know the security guards can't look at the show, right? That stands in front of. But I feel like when they heard him sing, they was like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I feel like some people maybe been converted to 18s.
Period. Right. 18 has no age limit, baby. All is welcome. I
love that about K-pop stands, because you see people who are like 60 years old there. You see 16-year-olds there. So I also love that about concerts.
We saw so many different people. So many people that is a part of the experience. Yeah. Is seeing people from different backgrounds, and you have something in common that you really love and you enjoy.
So much diversity. Like, you see black people, you see white people, you see Asians, you see our Latinx community, you see everybody there. Like, it's so beautiful. I'm like, dang, K-pop did this. Like, K-pop brings all of these people into like this melting pot. Like, it's so dope.
I think, and that's the biggest thing with music in general, and when you go to these concerts in general, to just, you know, have that in mind, and that will just, you know, open you up to a new level of respect whenever you're dealing with people at these venues, because it's easy to get frustrated, and I know it's a lot. The social battery be in the trenches, okay? But try your best to keep that in mind, because we all love these artists and we all want to just be here and enjoy this moment together. That is a part of the experience. It's important. So to finish up, Mingy.
Okay, I'm sorry. She takes too long. Okay, so first of all, I don't know if he got beef with me or not, because he stayed away. He stayed away from our section. I don't know if it's because I'm claiming OT8 and not just Mingy Bites no more. Like, you think that's why he ain't come over? You think he mad at me? Anyway, we'll figure that out later, Mingy. But that man is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, y'all. And he's just so cool. He you know, he's so funny, because he be trying to act so cool. Like, sir, please. Anyway, but he is so cute. I love the energy he brings to the stage. Like, he be eating it up. Like, he be eating the energy of the crowd up. He has the best crowd participation. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, crowd interaction. I feel like he has a really good, like, he knows even with his raps, yeah, like, he has his own fan chants and stuff. So I really like that. He knows how to work the crowd for sure. I'm just mad that he ain't come to our section that much, but when he did spray us with a little water. So I'm like, oh, I know.
I was like, wait a minute, sir. I don't need you coming over here. The one time you come over here, you want to throw some water? Calm down.
He was really, he got beef. I'm telling you, he has beef. Like, he was staying away from our section. But now he do his little dancey dance in front of us in sound check.
And when she said little dancey dance, it was a body roll, like he always does. The hot girl bounce.
But nah, he had his sunglasses on. I was like, I can see through.
He bit coolin'. He want to be so cool. He definitely was trying to, like, you know, I definitely enjoy watching him. He does whatever he wants to do, and whatever he does is going to be great. It's just that simple. You're going to love it regardless of what he does. Like his smile, oh my gosh, I love seeing his smile. He's just so bright, and I love both sides of him, because one minute he can be super like, oh yeah, I'm Mingy, and then next minute he's like, I'm Mingy. Right. Shut the fuck up. Like he's so versatile. So it's really, and he be having his chest out. So okay now, trying to get. Anyways, Wooyoung. I feel like I didn't get this.
He didn't come to our section a lot. I'm telling you, these people beefing with us. They real Biggie.
I'm not fooling with you. We gotta go. ISIS, if you come to New York City, Barack Obama is coming for you.
R.I.P. to the queen.
R.I.P. to the queen. Poor thing.
He rarely came to our stage, but I really love to see him dance, especially when he had his solo right in front of us. That was really good. He opened up Silver Light. But I really wish he was in front of us more, but he did really good as well. He's a beautiful presence. He really reminds me of Jimin, honestly, like on stage. So I really enjoyed that. And I was trying to get videos for him because I know I got Wooyoung biased friends. So I was sending it to them. Your turn.
I wasn't yawning at you. Oh. You know what I will say? He has like this real like cool like masculine vibe sometimes whenever he performs. Like he does like this face thing that really, yeah, he goes like that. He does a lot. He's a flirt. That's what it is. He's a flirt. Wooyoung is a flirt, and I think that you really got to keep your eyes on him, because he will like literally. I was watching him interact with other people, and I was like, oh, they're down bad. After that, because he's almost as bad as Hongjoong. Like he will really like, yeah, like he will really be like, okay, what's up, like what's good with you. Another thing with Mingy was staring us down. Like he was just walking the stage and he's just staring at us like in our souls. I was like, whoa. Jungho, she said that Jungho blew her a kiss, but I think he blew me a kiss, because then I'm gonna tell you why, and I didn't get on camera, so I don't have proof. It didn't happen then. Anyways, he was waving at people, and I was going. Wait, I was all doing that. You were not blowing kisses when I blew kisses. I didn't see you blow kisses.
All blowing kisses, because literally the only thing Jungkook would do, he would be like this. Him and Songkwa the whole time they was blowing kisses.
No, this time
I got the receipts.
Well, this time he wasn't doing that. He was waving at people, and then I was blowing a kiss to him while he was waving at people, and then he blew a kiss at me, and then he started waving again.
Remember when we said we're going to let people have their YN moments? This is what we mean. But also, I'm telling you, even if he blew you a kiss, I caught it, okay?
Yeah, no, you didn't. I caught it. Anyways.
I put my big head in front of yours, then Girl, we gotta go. Wrap it up.
All right, y'all. Listen. Back it up. What's your wristband? Your wristband can't let you in. I don't even know you. Back it up. No, you can't get in for the free. I don't even know you. Okay, but yes, y'all, listen. Have your fun time at these concerts. Don't be scared to go. Just know, like, don't be weird. Okay, that's the biggest thing. Be normal. That is all we ask, and have your hygiene up to par. Also, be careful with these hotels. They be doing weird stuff. Make sure you watch your accounts, and make sure everything is together, and that nobody is.
The closer to the arena, also the better.
The better. Honestly, I wanted to go to a hotel that was right on the property of the arena, but we didn't do it because the money was crazy. And And they knew that. They did that on purpose. But however, if you do have the funds to be comfortable, do it. All right, listen. We have to get ready for the next day 2. Day 2, we're gonna be a lot more.
Minky, I can't wait to see you, baby. I love ya.
We're gonna be a lot more fancy and dress up some more. So
we didn't get pictures like that.
we didn't really get pictures because we was over it. Yeah. We were over it yesterday. So
press-ons and everything.
Yes, girl, we're getting done up. We gotta go. We love you guys.
Leave 5-star reviews. Make sure you like, comment, share this podcast with your besties and your moms and dads and baby daddies and all of them too. We love you. I'm Nina. She's Jakara.
I'm Jakara.
We are the K-pop girls.
The K-pop girls. Bye.